Thank you so much for joining us this morning. I know it's early in the morning on a Saturday. We've got a really awesome panel. This is the inaugural panel for TGN at PAX East. So let's give it the intros. HikeTheGamer right here. Give it up for HikeTheGamer. This is TypicalGamer right here. Do we have any TypicalGamer fans here? Give it up for TypicalGamer. All right, and we've got Team Epiphany over here. Jake from Team Epiphany. Give it up for Team Epiphany. Also Ryan from Team Epiphany. Which one's which?
I'm Jake. I'm Ryan.
The reason why we have all these guys up here is they work together every single week in creating content together. So we're gonna kick off the discussion about why do you decide to collaborate with other people on YouTube? You see so many big YouTubers out there just doing solo content and just doing some gameplay. And I'm gonna kick this over to you, TypicalGamer. Why not just fly solo? Like, why did you make the decision to work with other people on YouTube?
You can fly solo for a lot of things, but with YouTube, it's always good to find like-minded people to sort of enjoy the content that you're creating and that you could create it together to create something that everybody would enjoy. So I found Hike, and through Hike, I found Team Epiphany, and we really kicked it off.
I just want to make a correction. I discovered TypicalGamer. Oh, okay. You know, he was nothing before me. No, I'm just
so you can take all the credit for everything he's ever done.
Absolutely. Sometimes when you're doing commentary by yourself, playing a game, sometimes you feel a little crazy, especially after an hour and a half, 2 hour live stream, you know, because your neighbors are wondering why the hell is this guy screaming by himself nonstop, and and then your wife is like, is my husband gonna go crazy, you know? And but it's so much fun playing with your friends, and you know, it's the greatest, and these guys are epic. I love these guys, so I can't, you know, sometimes we butt heads, like non-stop, but it's the best thing, and it's the most entertaining stuff in the world. I love it.
I think for us, especially, I mean, I don't want to say Hike did everything, but Hike, I love you, Hike. He really helped us out, but when you kind of surround yourself with a bunch of other YouTubers and collaborate, you kind of build up a network, and it kind of backs you up. So there's some times where I'm getting tired of YouTube or something like that, and you know, I'll have these guys, they'll motivate me, get me back into it, and I know that if anything, you know, happens, we're all together. If you guys stop watching our videos, well, tough luck, because I'm in all of their videos, so.
What do you look for in a collaborator? Like, is it channel size? Is it the other person's personality? Is it their content quality? Typical. What do you look for?
So, I mean, at first, of course, you're gonna look for people that are similar in channel size, because that's just the way it works, right? You wanna grow as well as make friends. So, I mean, things just happened between me and Hike, and we were about the same, right?
Yep. Actually, he was bigger. That's what she said. No, we're about the same when we met up. And to be honest, a lot of my TG here was like the biggest GTA guy when I met him. He had started doing GTA before GTA even came out. Yeah, you know, so it was really impressive. But finish your question.
So of course, you're gonna want to find somebody that's like similar channel size just because you want to grow your channel itself. What you're gonna want to look for especially is somebody who's like-minded to you and somebody who you really can collaborate and somebody who would be friends with you in real life. Like Hike, somebody I hang out with and we're actually friends. And we just hang out at parties and stuff like that. And then we also play. And I mean, with Team Epiphany as well. I mean, I hate Ryan, but I love Jake.
So Ryan, what do you look for in a collaborator? Is it personality? Is it channel size?
I mean, like, definitely when Hike and me first started recording together, we instantly, like, became really good friends, and we just knew that we could work so well together. So, like, same with Typical, and especially Jake. Friendship.
Best friends forever.
We work really well together, so it's all about if you can be friends with them, then you can make really good videos, and it's all about having a good time, so yeah.
How analytical do you get in terms of growing your channel versus just wanting to make great content that your fans will love? Like, how do you guys think about that before you pull the trigger on a project?
I don't think size and analytics come into it as much as people want to. Playing with someone who's massive, it's of course amazing. It would be great. It will help your channel. You'll grow faster. But if you don't connect with them one-on-one, if you can't bounce ideas off of them, if you can't joke around and tease each other, you know, then what's the point? So I feel like if you guys have chemistry, oh yeah, baby, come here. Oh my God.
Yeah, girl.
That's the most important thing, you know, and it gets funner. And to me, if I have fun with someone, I play with them. And a lot of people we play with, a lot of small YouTubers we meet, it's just either they hit me up and we jump on and we have a great time, or we meet them through Team Epiphany or through smaller guys who introduce us, and or meet them in the lobbies. We play with some people in open lobbies a few times, and then they become part of our quote-unquote crew, you know. So as long as you have fun with them, that's what's going to make good content. But if you can work with someone big, of course, I mean, it'll help you a lot, and you'll help each other.
So what do you guys think? Do you feel the same way? Is it just about having fun, or how do you think about it?
Yeah, I think size matters, but no, when it comes to creating content and collaborating, it's more about just finding like a group of guys that you're really good friends with, because if you go and find a guy who's huge and he's not really good at talking to you, it's not going to be as fun. The more generic it is, and the more you try to put people together, it's not going to work. So just having like your really good buddies just come together, and it's like, that we're like that when we're playing games just by ourselves. It's not just the camera goes on, we put on a personality. So I think
by the way, if you haven't realized, we love sexual innuendos.
Yeah, if you watch any of their content, it's, yeah.
We're really resisting right now with Jake over there.
Mostly Hike though, mostly Hike.
Oh yeah.
So how do you plan the creative elements when you're going to be doing collaborative content? So does it start with a creative concept, or do you guys just fire up the recording and just improvise and just see what hilariousness happens?
I'll give you exactly what happens, okay? We plan the day before and say, hey, everybody jump on at this time. 2 hours later, we get together finally, and then we jump on a Skype call together, and we're like, okay, so what we're doing today? How about we do races? No, we did races yesterday. How about we do, and then we just bounce off ideas together, and sometimes we end up with an amazingly awesome idea, or sometimes we ask our friends on Twitter or on Snapchat or something, and it's just talking to each other before the streams usually, or before we record, that gives us the ideas. And I mean, you can't really, we've tried planning like days ahead, but it just doesn't work out because a new part of the game comes out, something drops, and some stuff changes. A lot of it is just what do you want to do, really? It's just playing with your friends. It's like deciding what game you want to play or what you want to do in a game. It's really that easy. But as far as how difficult it is all-consuming. Especially when you start growing, you just don't want to stop working because you're afraid it's going to stop. Like, until like a few months ago, honestly, I went from like 150,000 views uploading every single day to 10 million in a month, and I thought it was a mistake. I thought YouTube was going to correct it. And then for like 5 months, I thought this can't be happening. I thought so I was working hard, 16-hour days, just to make sure that whatever was happening wouldn't stop. And it really takes a lot of dedication. You really have to be uploading every single day, very consistently. One of the biggest tips I can give anyone who's working hard is invest time in your thumbnails. People, when they search something, they already know what they're searching for, so they're going to decide to watch something by looking at the thumbnail. So me, Typical, Team Epiphany, Jake and Ryan, we invest anywhere from half an hour to an hour and a half before each live stream on a thumbnail because we know how important it is. And, but it takes a lot of work, and one of the biggest things I would say is do not quit. Like, there were so many times I almost quit, and that would have been the biggest mistake of my life because it just didn't seem to be happening. And then one day it just took off, and I can't explain it, and it's because people like you support us, so thank you so much, but just don't quit and just put as much time as you can into it, because I promise it will pay off like in dividends by the thousands. So it's awesome. Did I go off topic there?
No, you did, but that was one hell of a pitch. Like, I was inspired. That's awesome.
Thanks.
The process of everything that goes in it beforehand, making the thumbnail, getting everybody ready, and then you finish the video. Like, you try to be as active as possible during the video. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, people say sometimes like, oh, your live streaming doesn't take too much effort. Why do you do this? Why don't you do like edited content? And then I tell them I can edit a video for maybe an hour and put that out, but this takes 2-3 hours to do. So to say that it doesn't, it's very easy to do, and that it, well, it is easier because it does get uploaded, right? As opposed to Twitch. Twitch does get you more live viewers, as a lot of people know, but I think what we missed out here is that a lot of people view the video after, and that's where the majority of views actually come from. Because you got people who subscribe, they can't watch it then, but they'll watch it later.
You're essentially making the final product live.
So if you're streaming and you feel bored, imagine your people watching you, your friends, you know. if you're bored, if I get bored, I never get bored. If I start thinking anyone's getting bored, I will blow someone up. I will kill myself. I will make the most absurd joke out there. I'm not gonna let any of my friends, audience, subscribers, whatever you want, I call them friends, have a second of rest. I just want you guys to be nonstop laughing, thinking, what the hell's wrong with this person? That's the goal. And with YouTube, you have to do that just because when a video becomes, if there's this 2-minute gap before you start playing a game like people do on Twitch, and again, it's Twitch, it's a different platform, so it's nothing wrong with it. No one's gonna watch 2 minutes of you just sitting there on your phone before you start playing a game.
So Hike, for you on your channel, how's the reception to the other personalities? Like, do you have fans that just hate Typical Gamer?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
why are you playing with this guy?
Okay,
like,
I have a question here for you guys. Who's Team TG and who's Hike's Heroes? Raise your hands. Who's Team TG? No one. See? Everybody's Hike's Heroes. Wow. I saw you back. Me too, I started doing it all by myself. I think I had, on both channels, I had around 700,000 subscribers, and most of it all videos actually that's a lie. It wasn't by myself. It was with a non-YouTube crew. It was Mickey Mike, typical Tyven Show, and Snoop's Move. But it was people I used to play with who weren't YouTubers and were just my friends, and now still are my friends. And then when I met, the thing is, playing with people who are not YouTubers is great because they're really fun and it's exciting. But sometimes they don't realize that this is going to become a video or this is a live stream, so there's certain things you shouldn't do or say because it'll ruin the story. But so when you're collaborating with people in the same type of mindset, it's a lot easier to work together. You get a lot more funner content you can use. There's a little bit of goofiness. Your reactions are a little more, I don't know, extreme. First time I played with Ryan and Jake, holy crap. Oh, excuse me, I guess that's, it was the weirdest / I wasn't sure if it was gonna last. I wasn't, but it's like the best thing that's ever happened to me. So yeah, I was like, oh my God, these guys are crazy. But it turned out really well.
So how was the reaction on the Team Epiphany channel then with Typical Gamer and Hike? What did your fans think?
Well, I mean, every channel that you collab with, everyone's going to feel differently. So a lot of people will just be happy that you're, with other YouTubers. But a lot of people hate whenever we do videos with Hike. They don't like it.
I scream a lot.
We get salty.
Yeah.
And salty, yeah.
So I mean, every channel is different. People like TG's channel and not when Hike's here. They'll like when Hike's here and TG's not here, or when it's just us.
And that kind of goes back to collaboration. Like, if you hate Hike again, you can't get rid of him on our channel. He's there, so you have to watch him. We force you.
By the way, not a lot of people hate me.
No, everyone loves Hike.
That's all people hate me
Andre.
now. Oh my God. There were like 3 comments, and this is turning into like the whole world hates me.
Some of those are mine.
What was the effect with you guys as soon as you started collaborating with Typical Gamer and Hike?
I think it was right around actually last year at PAX, maybe a month after it, was when I met Hike, and soon after TG. And we were back around like 150,000 subs, and now we're just about to hit 500,000. And we were doing YouTube for 3 years before that point. We've been doing it for like 4.5 now. So I think meeting them was one of the greatest things that ever happened for both YouTube and just friendship.
Friendship.
Wow.
Yeah, no, and I think like especially when you collaborate, you can kind of share tips. I know Hike helped us out a ton because I like to think we had really good content, but we just didn't really know how to put it out there. We didn't know how to make our thumbnails or tag properly, and so if we come across something, we can be like, hey, you guys, put this in your title or change the thumbnail or put a hot chick in it and it'll work. So we kind of just share, and that really helps us all.
Yeah, a lot of people think that there's this big secrets that we keep, and a lot of it, most of us, we like to share.
Don't tell them about the book.
Oh yeah.
No, seriously, what's the book?
Nothing?
I don't know. Jake, what's the book?
The secret of how to be a professional YouTuber now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna write one for you guys. To be honest, there's no really any magic bullet. Everything everybody tells you to do, those tiny little things, make sure you do this tags like this, make sure you do your title like this, make sure you do your thumbnail like this. Honestly, you have to do all of it. And if you do all of it, it'll work. Just do every little thing you've heard. And I know that sounds like a lot of work, and it really is, but that's what I did, and it worked for me. So if I can do it, guys, there's nothing, I guarantee you there's nothing special about me. I promise you. I thought my accent was gonna be the biggest downfall of me. I thought I wasn't funny. I thought I wasn't. My first video started, "Hi everybody," and no joke. I swear to God. Now it goes, "Hi everyone, how you guys doing?" You know. So just start screaming, just start yelling. You know. If I can do it, I'm guaranteeing you every single one of you can do it 10 times better than me.
So do you feel like, so obviously their channel's grown a lot since they started working with you guys. Do you feel like your avenues have grown, Hike, because you're working with these guys?
I think I've doubled my subscribers, daily subscribers, because I started working with these guys, but I can't really be sure. I mean, you know, I am pretty impressive. Like, I'm the best out there, you know, and I think it's
the most modest as well.
Yeah,
for sure.
It really helps. You think about it this way. I mean, if you're working by yourself, your content gets seen maybe once. If you're working with 2-3 other people, you get seen 3 or 4 times because their videos are out there of you as well. And it's a mutual growth. And the thing is, you gotta trust each other, you know? Like TG trusts me to use his content in my videos. I trust him to use mine. You know, you gotta be friends first. But besides that, it's just, yeah, collaborating is a big part and it's really fun. It makes things a lot easier and funner and just overall better and happier and just do it.
You learn a lot of things too, right?
Yeah.
Like everyone feeds off each other, and they have tips you don't know about, he has tips you don't know about, and you share with them what you know too.
Right on. Well, we've got a floor mic here. We're going to move into the Q&A portion. So if you guys have any questions you want to ask these guys, just step up to the mic. Don't be shy. Hook you up with some swag, and just be sure to speak into the mic, and then we'll answer your question.
I'm JD. I have a teensy tiny little channel right now. I'm just putting up videos on the side. I was curious, do you think having a face cam on your video actually improves the video, like the viewership and the quality of it?
You take this one, TG.
Yeah, I actually, so I used to live stream quite a bit on Twitch, and I grew a good sort of amount of people there, and I had only done the camera there. And then on YouTube, I wouldn't do it at all, and people were like, oh, you should do the face cam, and it'll really help, or they would enjoy it more. Just because when somebody sees you and knows that you're a real person, although you know behind the voice somebody's there, actually seeing a person really does make it more entertaining. So yes, I would say definitely. And an example is I started adding the face cam maybe a month ago, and I've noticed my viewers go up maybe 300-400, which is huge on YouTube, where the viewing is on average like around 1,000.
Did you have hesitations at first with face cam? Because I know a lot of people we work with are like, I don't know about it.
Well, I mean, like, you always got people trolling you and saying things, but you just gotta not care because you're you, and if they want to hate, then they're gonna hate, right?
Not everybody is beautiful as me.
Yeah. Hike's an Armenian model, by the way.
I have a question for all of you guys. What is the next upcoming game that you're really interested in collaborating with? What's the new GTA 5 for you guys?
GTA 5.
GTA 5 is the
GTA 5 on PC is going to be pretty big, but I would say indie games are always fun to play, so I don't have one specifically in mind. Do you guys have?
Yeah, I mean, we're always trying to look for new games to play. I think for us, it's really looking for games that we can have fun with, even if it's big, like a game like Call of Duty. It does well for views, but we can't have as much fun as GTA 5. So I think just really silly games, anything that comes out, a lot of the indie games, I think.
I think we already want to play games that are out. Like I want to do a lot more Gmod. Just because it's a sandbox, you know.
Games that let you do more. So like GTA, Gary's Mod, stuff where you can just do whatever you want. Those are the best games for us.
With GTA 5, you said GTA 5 is the new hot game. Well, is it the mods for the PC version that's just going to open this thing up for years, do you feel? Or
I mean, honestly, I think that it would be awesome to fly to like Iron Man in GTA. Can you imagine that being Iron Man in GTA? Or, I don't know, Minecraft version of GTA or something like that?
When are you guys expecting to do a collab between all 4 of you and TG1000?
And who? Oh yeah, oh my god.
TG1000, I don't know if I'm ready to collaborate yet.
She doesn't like us. No, wait.
I like you guys.
Yeah, we love you. Oh my god.
You're getting a hug.
I want a hug too.
He's softer than I thought.
there you go, there's the first collab. So we've got another question, go right ahead.
Hey, so I'm Steve. I run the channel ARM Gamer Online and all the ARM Gamer other properties. You guys keep mentioning a lot about focusing on thumbnails. What are some really good tips for creating a good thumbnail, and what are some other like resources we can go to learn about how to YouTube better?
I got this, guys. Make sure you put.
He's the best.
Make sure you put 5 stars in the corner.
Honestly, there's little tricks that you'll know, like blue and orange are really nice combinations. You want it to really flash out to somebody that's going to be like just, you know, when you're browsing YouTube and you look at the side and something pops out to you, you should zoom out your thumbnail and see if your thumbnail is something that you would click on. Because that's all you got. If somebody really, you know, the title helps, but the thumbnail is really what they're looking forward to. So I would say learning Photoshop is a huge thing, and just
saturation, contrast.
and the best way to learn is just to look at people who are already doing it, right? I mean, look at Hike's thumbnails, look at Team Epiphany's thumbnails. They had fire to everything.
And honestly, one other thing you can do is search the term you're trying to rank for, and then put your thumbnail in a similar size next to the search results and see how it compares. If it doesn't stand out, it's not a good thumbnail. You know, if everything is dark, make a lighter one. If everything is light, make a darker one. Just make sure it stands out, and increase saturation, increase contrast. Check between 2 or 3 different screens if you have them, just to make sure that it looks good. And if you're not happy with it, spend more time on it. That's the biggest thing I can say.
So what are you guys' thoughts on text on thumbnails versus just all graphical elements? Do you feel like text helps?
Yeah, Team Epiphany used to do so.
Hike told us never do text.
Yeah, like I think with a lot of like new YouTubers, they try and make their thumbnails and they have it blown up on their screen and they're like, oh, this looks sick. I've got this and that and the other thing. And I think the more you simplify it, the more it pops out. And like these guys are saying, saturate it, make it look like eye candy. Like if you go to our channel, it's just all very bright, happy. And I mean, that's not necessarily the way to do it. You have to keep with your brand. But I think the more simple it is, the more someone's going to be able to scroll down and see it, because you know, you're just really quickly scrolling. We could literally do a whole hour.
Yeah, just on thumbnails. Thumbnails are that important.
And do we have a question here from, who's this guy?
We do,
This is a sexy guy.
Is that Cujo?
I want to take things personal for a moment here. We're talking all business today, and I want to get to know you guys a little bit better. So I got 2 questions. First question for all your super fans is do you have a girlfriend or boyfriend? And then second question is, what's your spirit animal?
Oh my God. All right, let's start from that side.
I'm Ryan's boyfriend.
They waited until today to come out, guys.
A dolphin. A dolphin.
Yes, I have a girlfriend, and plus Ryan, plus Hike, and I don't know, a penguin. I really love penguins. They're so cute.
They're great.
You're weird, Jake. You're really weird.
No, I want a penguin. I'm gonna get one.
So I don't have a girlfriend or anything. I'm just saying Hike's my boyfriend. No, I'm just kidding. You guys already used that joke. I would say a lemur, just because it's a funny word. But it would actually be a tiger. I would go with tiger.
What happened to the bear? What happened to the whole bear thing?
You told me a story about bears that I don't want to talk about, and I can't talk about bears anymore.
What percentage of white bears is in? What was the question? How'd it go?
He didn't believe Canada had polar bears, which Canada has 60% of the world's polar bears. All right?
He's proud of that stat. I'm married, so sorry, Curtis. Where are you? Yeah, I'm married. Sorry, buddy. My wife is amazing. She's awesome. She stood by me while I didn't have a job when she was my girlfriend and I was doing YouTube. Can you imagine that? Oh my God, what terrible fear, right? My animal would be a liger with wings.
Liger.
Yeah, there you
Nice.
go.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Things
I
really
just like
messed
saying
up.
liger.
So this is going to be our last question, and then we're going to wrap things up. Go right ahead.
Hey guys, TGN, or Team Epiphany. TGN is awesome. I don't know you guys, but you seem pretty awesome.
We like you so far. Keep it up.
I just wanted to say, it kind of leads on to my question, that you guys were like super small when we did our little collabs back in the day. And it's just awesome to see you guys grow. So, leads me to my question. How do you guys stay consistent? Like, how do you get up in the morning and say like, oh gosh, I gotta make all these videos? Like, how do you get motivated? And how do you stay motivated?
Yeah, Ryan, how do you edit all those videos?
I don't edit videos right now. That's Jake's job. But I think one of the things, the best way that we do it is we just think, when we started YouTube, we wanted to do it to have fun. We wanted to do it to make people laugh. So I think Jake edited 25 videos before we came out here, all scheduled to upload. And he just did it because we want to always entertain people. We always have that drive to make people laugh. So I think it's just, it's a part of you at this point. You love doing it.
Yeah, I think for me, especially like if I'm not working or if I should be doing something, and I mean I love watching YouTube videos. So if I get on and I see someone like yourself making videos, I get really motivated. I'm like, oh, I should be doing this. Or if I see these guys live stream and I bail to go do something else, that really motivates me. So I think other YouTubers and seeing their content is something.
It motivates him to yell at us for not inviting him.
All right, thank you very much for your question. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys inspire me a lot for like what I do and everything. So
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so thank you everybody for showing up in the morning on a Saturday. We really appreciate it, and thank you to all of our panelists for being here and being here for our inaugural TGN panel at PAX East. So we're going to be heading out that door, and if you guys want to get some autographs, do a meet and greet, want some YOLO swag, we're going to be doing it right over there. So thank you so much for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Give a round of applause for our panelists.
You guys rock.